Hi, healthy, wealthy mogul friends, and this is Mira, and you are also healthy, wealthy moguls in my mind. And so thank you so much for coming, and this is Mira if you are new, and welcome back if you've already been here, my friends. So today I would like to talk about, today is a Transfer Tuesday. This is the second time that I'm doing the Transfer Tuesday, and I learned it from all the great ladies and how they're doing it. They're doing awesome. I'm so proud of them. The reason I'm doing Transfer Tuesday, I have one major things that to pay off, which is called mortgage. You know, in United States, when you are living when you want to live a house, you can buy a house with the mortgage. So if you're in different countries, you know, I'm familiar with some countries, but I don't know every country how people live in. So if you want to like share with me how you can have a house in different countries, please leave a message and let me know how people can do that in that particular country. I genuinely would like to know that because, like, you know, we all need a house. You know, some people like to live in a renting, that's totally fine, but I just more like not necessarily house or the rent. It doesn't really matter. It more like what place make you feel safe, what place make you feel secure, and what place make you feel comfortable. You know, I think that's most important. Either house or apartment or anything, it doesn't have to be big and small, it doesn't matter. So I think like the house is like, when we originally bought it, when we came to Florida, we were thinking like buying a little small house, and then we buy it with the cash, and you know, so we ended up with no debt, you know. But then like as you see that very nice pool in the backyard, and I try not to get tempted or anything, but then I have a beautiful son and very kind, amazing person. I love him so much. He loves swimming. He loves, you know, this is his dream pool. And of course it's my dream too, but I never thought that I have an ability or chance to buy a house with swimming pool. I never thought that. So I thought, oh, that dream can never come true. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you feel that way, sometimes you like the thing is too big that you don't know that it can happen, you know? So that's how I felt at the time. And then when we came here, look around, we look at lots of houses in Florida. On our second trip, like we came here on vacation, and then we came here to look at the houses, like, and like a bang, 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 and boom, right? And then we found it, a few houses. This house, when he came here, Romeo jumped into the pool and he started swimming it, and my son loved it, and like, so we could afford it with the mortgage. It won't be house poor. I calculated all the numbers a year before, you know. So I finally decided that, okay, we're gonna do this. So when we did it, and there's a mortgage amount, right? So we ended up having the mortgage debt, right? So that's what I'm going to do it. And this week, Transfer Tuesday, is the mortgage. I pay off the principal last week, but it doesn't mean that I should stop, right? But then this is the end of the month for the November when I'm making this video. So I'm gonna finish it on my transfer for other stuff. I don't just put it in mortgage only. I have to put it every other way else too. If you already see my one of the video is talking about debt reduction calculator. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out after this video. I will link it here for you. It calculator, it was showing like I have a $305,000 mortgage left, and I calculated it, and then they tell you that if you pay how much on when, and when is it going to be your final that final date that you can pay off your debt. So I calculated, and my debt, as I remind me, or if you're a new user, if you're new healthy wealthy moguls, then you will notice that my you didn't know, so I'm going to tell you a little bit quick that our mortgage will be fluctuated in 2027. Right now it's 5.5%, which is a little bit higher than obviously we could have had, but that was a time that we really needed to do that. A lot of things involved, you know, personal things and health things involved. So when we come here, then we had to choose that 5.5%, and then so we only have this amount of time until 2026. We have to pay off this whole thing. So that's why I'm in the marathon mode, like, you know, running. Everything has to like pause, or you know, kind of like some kind of reduce some stuff here and there. I'm not going to pause everything. Of course, I'll still go to a restaurant. I'm not gonna still go to grocery shopping. I want to be staying buying clothes to wear, but not like buying like 200 clothes every year, you know, not like that. Obviously I will not going to buy coffee cups every time, you know, things like that. I will reduce things that I will gonna continue doing it, necessary things, you know. With that said, you know, I also want to mention that the income also matters in order to pay off these or the mortgage, right? But the thing is, I am on-call medical and translator and interpreter for Burmese language. I also have a company called Enterprise Level Languages, and those I also contract with other company, and I also eventually I want to hire few people for contract with other people so they can work in different United States, so they will be working with me, you know. So I'm planning to do that, but right now I'm just trying to settle down a few stuff here and there. With that said, sometimes it's really exhausted to take all those ER calls and all those 911 calls and some legal calls. They are gonna drain the drain the energy of it, because like, you know, some of the calls are like extremely like tough and you know, very sensitive stuff. So I'm like, my heart and my souls are over there when I'm talking, you know. So at this moment, like sometimes I have to like get away from it, everything. Like I have to get away from the computer at all. I have to get away from the call. So I have to like not get sad and sorry about everything, you know. I know it was not my life, but I'm very like sensitive to these people. I'm like care of them, you know. So what happened is like some of them month, like every month, sometimes like 3 or 4 months, and I'm working really hard, and then I hit to the, you know, on the top, and I pause. I have to pause it. What do I do is like, you know, I'll make a video about what I do, you know, to take it easy myself. So for example, this month in November is because of tide, and because last month, you know, it was very heavy calls and heavy things happen, you know, in my regular life. So I take a break sometime, you know, I kind of take a dip, which is mean like I just pause it, you know. I'm not accepting anything, I just pause it. So that will allow me like mentally, I have to relax, I have to mentally release, I have to mentally sleep, you know. That's the thing I do. I don't drink any other things. On Thanksgiving, I released a video. It's about thankfulness, you know, refilling and thankfulness. It's not really like a Thanksgiving video. It's just more like you know, we have to thank appropriately ourselves. You have to thank appropriately other people, but you have to thank appropriately to ourselves. Because sometimes people thanks wrongfully to themselves, which is like maybe drinking alcohol or smoking or eating a bunch of things that not healthy for our body. Yes, like, you know, we want to pay all this, we want to pay all that, but doesn't mean that we cannot torture ourselves, you know, mentally and physically. So that's why I took a little break in October. Not like a week or anything, just a few days. It doesn't matter, you know, the money wise, because I'm like, you know, calls are like here and there, always running around, right? Medicals and emergency all the times are happening. ER's always open, right? They don't close, you know, just because of holiday, right? Or that just because of hello midnight, the ER closed. It don't like that, you know. Yes, I did used to take a call at midnight, and I wake up from the bed and I'd say hello, you know. I sometimes I didn't even turn on the light. I was just like talking to people constantly in the dark, you know. And sometimes when people say, "Hi, how are you doing?" and I'll be like, "I'm doing wonderful." And in the middle of the night, and they think like it's funny. They say, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're doing wonderful." At the midnight, you know, I just didn't want people like feel that I'm not ready. You know, I'm always ready. Like I say, "Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. Great. How can I help you?" You know, hey. You know, I know they're facing more issues than me. I'm just sleeping, you know. They're taking care of the patient right away, you know, right there. So I have to make sure they're super comfortable. They're so happy, you know. The patient is suffering. The people is the doctors, the nurses, everybody. So I think my point is that sometimes I cannot do that. So my husband sometimes unplug everything, like the laptop, the computer, the cell phone, everything. He unplugged everything so I can go and sleep. Otherwise, I was like, in the middle of the night, I was like, hello, hi. So, you know, I just think like because of that, my income sometimes can fluctuate, you know. That's my point of saying it. So I know there's some major goal that I'm taking it, but at the same time, I have to take care of myself. So always taking care of myself should be higher than my goal, I think, you know. So I'm gonna get into what I'm paying for transferring for this week. So number one is the prescriptions. So I transfer $200 prescription, $200 for, like when I say prescription, it means like it could be copay, it could be checkup, or it could be anything. It could be like I'm buying the ibuprofen, you know, it could be bandage or something. Anything with medical related. The reason is we have the very high deductible insurance, so I have to save money. it's like 12,000, right? Do I have the 12,000 right now? No, I don't have it because I kind of like take it out and to pay off my student loans. So I'm definitely gonna make a video about sinking funds / saving fund like Excel sheet that I use. So I'm gonna show it to you guys some point. I'll have to make a video about that. But that is what I do, $200. So I wanna look at what else did I do. Another one is I did $500 for my mom. So my mom lives in Burma right now. So I've been trying to help my mom. So financially, and so because she helped me when I went to Thailand, when I was stuck in Thailand, I didn't have any money. I was stuck and had to hide away from authorities, and I didn't even know how to come to the United States because I was stuck in Thailand. And to eat food, I didn't have a job in Thailand. Obviously I was in my very, very early 20. I think it was like 20. I think it was 23. But it was like I didn't have any food to eat. I don't know what to do. I didn't speak Thai language. It was just everything crazy. So and I make to United States with her. She sold the house and gave it to me. So I came here and I feel very, very, very guilty about it. So I am now bringing her here to US and to help her everything I could. But at the same time, sometimes I can do so much, So I'm saving money so that way when she come here and I can help her. If that makes sense. And next one is the Romeo. Romeo is my dog, which is so cute and amazing dog. And I'm saving $50 for him. So Romeo's $50 is like for his food, for his prescriptions, for his annual check-in, for his Christmas tree, for his anything. That is Romeo. Christmas tree, I think we have a Christmas budget, so I use it from there. But just other stuff for Romeo. Next one is like a together saving. Together saving, it's between me and my husband. We have a little account, like when I say account, it's all the money market account though, guy. So I earn like about almost close to 5% interest. And next one is that I do the emergency fund, $500. Emergency fund has a long story. I didn't touch the emergency fund for years, like years. Like I started emergency fund since 2017, 18, and it keep growing up. And in 2020, I freak out and I almost have like a year worth of emergency fund. And then and I didn't touch it, even though there was a hurricane, Ian came, I didn't touch it. The reason to me is emergency fund. I don't know what's your definition of emergency fund. Emergency fund is like anything, like not all their sources, all their waters are dry, all the rivers are dry, nothing left, nothing left. And there is a time that I will touch it. Otherwise, I hope that day will never come. And but what happened is that emergency fund, I had to refill it right now, is that there was, Hurricane Ian was pretty emergency, scary emergency, right? And I find a lot of way. I made the video about Hurricane Ian proof budget. It doesn't have to be Hurricane Ian proof budget. It can be like emergency fund proof budget, to be honest. You go and check it out, that video. I'll link it up for you. And what I did was like the emergency fund, I used major amount of it and to pay off the student loans. I cannot wait until before the repayment begins on October 1st. I have to like kill it. I had to finish it off. So that way I'm not accumulating, I won't accumulate anything, So I pay off everything. I don't have a student loan, that's why. And but my emergency fund like depleted some distance, and so I'm refilling back. And this month I believe my emergency fund is completed to the certain level. It doesn't mean I don't have a year emergency fund. I have like maybe I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 months. 4-month emergency fund. Like comfortable 4-month emergency fund. Not too tight, but I leave it there. Am I gonna refill it up to 6 months? I might, but I do not know yet. I'm just gonna leave it there, don't touch it, and forget about it, and save it there and earn the interest from there. And another one is, I think it was $62.81 for the buffer account. Buffer account helped my life when I was on the hurricane. That is where I was when I went there quickly. So with that said, I am really grateful that this second Transfer Tuesday went successful, and I hope that you enjoy this along with me. And let me know what kind of, if you're doing Transfer Tuesday, or are you doing any saving, or what is your sinking fund thing that you're doing. I'm gonna make sinking fund videos, and I hope that You can come and visit on the video as well. If you are new, let me know who you are. If you are coming back to visiting me, and say hello to me. I would love to get to know you more. And thank you so much from the top of my head everywhere. Wait, I just want to say thank you. It's just like making YouTube video is extremely hard for me sometimes because of the the timing and the quietness and the camera, the lighting. You know what I'm talking about. Well, stop complaining, Mira. And thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers!